But like, it's just like interesting looking back at kind of how this show started, right? And those who are still managed to still listen to us right now, it's like, okay, first off, yeah, the whole thing was about just bringing people on that like we're just professionals in their fields. That was the whole point. And
business, marketing, and design.
That was the motto. And then, and that was fun. We just kept bringing people on, and literally, this video had 12 views.
It still does.
Our audio one probably is about the same.
Yeah, like maybe 11.
We might have
13.
We might have topped at 25 views and listens for this whole episode. And so, virtually, what I'm saying is like these views came long after when people started looking us up. So there's probably more like only maybe 5 people that ever heard this episode.
Yeah, no one cared.
And no one cared. No one's listened to us.
Cared.
And you know, it was fun, you know, and then it all came down to this, dude.
Give it to me.
It was when this is what was the iconic moment of like how we took off was because of you.
Oh,
it was all because of you, man.
Well, thank you.
People only started caring about us.
Did I say something controversial? What was it?
You're
pulling it up.
I'm pulling
it up. Oh, you
right
have
now.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I hopefully have it. So this was the moment where, like, again, as I said, like we kind of having these episodes where we're just having fun and trying to figure out, bring people on. And then I managed to get lucky one day and clipped this out of an episode during one of the height of the housing spiciness. It was like when like the cops like clamped down on the protesters out on Spring Garden that one day.
Okay.
And then I clipped this for TikTok, and this is what started our ascension onto the scene.
Oh no. Affordable housing, here's a joke. They don't care. With my building in New Glasgow, it's a 6-unit building. I've got one tenant on rent subsidy. I bought the building and I was like, okay, I'm going to work with Housing Nova Scotia to get the subsidy checks to come to me instead of the old landlord. And they were like, well, here's this agreement that we need you to sign saying that we control this unit. We get to choose who goes in it. You basically have no control over the unit, even though you own it. We're going to decide everything. And I was like, no, like I'm not signing that. I'm willing to work with you with this tenant. And they said, well, if you don't sign it, we might stop paying the rent subsidy and your tenant will be responsible for the full amount due. And I said, so you're telling me that affordable housing is in the hands of landlords? They were letting me decide whether or not she got affordable housing. And so they were like, well, then that's fine. Then you can just, let her go default on her rent and evict her, and then you don't have to work with us anymore. So affordable housing, here's a joke. They don't care. No. They are okay with people from here to Yarmouth to Cape Breton being homeless. Gee.
and it popped. And that's how people came across us. And I remember the episode after this popped, we hopped on and was like, hey, there's a lot of people who think that we're like maybe like really heavy left because of this. Just like, no, we believe in capitalism, but we just believe in taking care of people through capitalism.
Yeah, it's such a crazy concept, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I don't listen to my voice too much now and criticize it, but do I still have that bad of a lisp? I feel like, do I have a lisp?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
That's all good though.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't matter now.
No, it doesn't matter. We made it this far.
Wow, dude. I feel like we talked about this in a separate video as well. This was with Morgan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Morgan Ringrose. I feel like we talked about this again quite recently.
Oh yeah.
With someone, this exact story.
Yeah, we brought this up again at some point.
Yeah, I think
recently.
We did.
Yeah.
This reminds me as well of the video about Bell Let's Talk.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good TikTok too.
Bell, let's talk about that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We got a lot of emails through that.
Yeah, in the beginning, we were sending out emails about this video. Was it this? There was another video though that I was like prompted to email like 5 people.
Yeah, it was a follow-up to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one like we got a lot of response on.
A ton.
Where it's like we were given instructions like how to deal with you if you get an eviction notice.
Yeah, it was to deal with bad landlords, right?
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah,
it was a fine line between giving legal advice and
I
was like, this isn't legal advice.
Oh man, this is the one you asked for. This is still like, oh yeah, this one popped. But this was still in our days where no one knew us, and I clipped this for a later date after we popped, and it did well.
Yeah, so. This was one of our first ones to go big, wasn't it?
No, this was afterwards. But I guess it was within the first handful for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Verizon tried to come here.
Yep.
And the big 3 were like, they're not touching our infrastructure. And then they paid the government to say, you're not allowed to build new infrastructure. What? Well, let's talk about that. Like, what?
Emotional.
Oh my God, I forgot about him.
Shout out Stephen Heath.
Oh my God. Yeah. Shout out Matt Conklin in the back, too. Yeah. That might be the best part.
It really was. But yeah, like that was when we were in the old office on Barrington Street.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you uploaded last year in January.
Yeah, I re-uploaded it.
Got it. Yeah, dude, that office, that was a fever dream too, recording there. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, dude.
All the guests that we bring there, that was nuts.
Yeah, and the fact that we did it without talking to the person who owned the space.
Oh, wow.
we're going off. We're just like, well, yeah, our office, our company rents this office and we're just going to use it for our podcast. And we just bring people up, do full-on shows, pack up, leave.
At least someone was using it.
Yeah, it was during COVID. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.